Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rising Info Live. This is Master Coach A, and you are joining me for another live episode of Rising Info Live brought to you by Rise Up Creatives. This is Wednesday conversation, our midweek conversations, where I come in every week, midweek, to inspire fellow coaches, entrepreneurs, business owners, and fellow service providers in this digital age. Life coaching is the way we do things. And here at Rise Up Creatives, we want you to rise up and be creative in doing your business. Whether you are a life coach, whether you are a subject matter expert, you are a trainer, you are an entrepreneur, or you are a wannabe an entrepreneur, this space is for you. Rise Up Creatives is actually a digital launchpad for business owners and entrepreneurs who wants to rise up and be creative in their content creation, publication, and distribution so that you can create beautiful, engaging content that grows your followers and increase your engagement. But more than that, as an organizations, we want to be your turnkey solutions for everything that you need as a business owner. Thank you so much for everyone who's joining me live right now. Please tag a friend. Please let someone know, at least one person know that you are joining me tonight live and you are doing this conversation with me. Yes, indeed, you can really do a conversation. You can comment in the comment box. You can let me know your thoughts. You can let me know your ideas. You can let me know how do you feel about the conversations tonight. For tonight, my conversation is actually the third part of the series that I'm doing on bringing your ideas to life. And yes, when I get started, I talk about entrepreneurs, I talk about coaches, I talk about service providers. But interesting enough, for tonight, I'm going to dive into structuring your work for success. And maybe when you hear the word work, what comes to your mind is as employment. What comes to your mind is you being paid to do a job, and you get your 15 your paycheck on a 15, on a 30, or depending on the schedule, but basically you are being paid to do the job. And you have this idea, you have this mindset, or you have this dream that a freedom lifestyle is some a life where you don't report to a boss, that you own your business and you are free to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And oftentimes this is the reason why many entrepreneurs like me struggle along the way in their path, in their journey of building a business. So to all the business owners in the house, to all the coaches, to everyone who's also starting their own career in business, in life coaching, or in the helping industry, big shout out. Let me know in the chat box what you are doing. Of course, to all my kindred coaches, to all my fellow tribe builders here, I see you. Magandang gabi. Maraming salamat for always coming in and investing your time, your precious moment, your precious time learning and journeying with me. If you are watching this on a replay, and just in case this is the first time that you are joining me, this is the first time that you're watching and you're seeing me, I am Master Coach A. I am a coaching entrepreneur, and you can check Life Coach Philippines, where we train, we coach, and we build. And what it means is that we train people to become professional life coaches like me. And of course, by maybe let me take this moment to invite all of you by June 18 and 25, we're gonna be back in face-to-face life coach certification program. I personally created a course that is internationally accredited by the CPT group that is based in UK with 40 units. I created Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach certification program, and we've been doing this in via online. And now, for the first time, we're doing this face to face at the function hall of the Cup Coffee Republic, and it's going to be on June 18 and 25. So, if you are one person and you're thinking, is life coaching for you? Is life coaching an option? Is life coaching a discipline? Is life coaching strategy can help you professionally, personally? Can it bring transformation in your life? Personally and also in business, please do not hesitate. Get in touch with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. We don't want you to waste an investment. We want to walk you through. We want to bring you to a space where you can understand what we do and how we do it. We also offer professional coaching, so life coaching, business coaching, mental health coaching. And I am not alone in the tribe. There are fellow coaches, there are fellow senior coaches, there is also master coaches, mean doing the business with me. And so if you are one person and you're thinking, is life coaching for me? Can I avail of life coaching? Can I benefit from life coaching? I truly encourage you to book a complimentary coaching call. We can do strategy call, or we can do a discovery call for you, so that you get to understand, do you need a professional service provider right now, and in what areas of your life do you specifically need help. Lastly, we build tribes. Okay, we help you build tribes, and so that we can help many people achieve their unstoppable dreams come true. And why it is tribe? Because oftentimes we respond to the people who speak like us, do the things like we want to do it, and of course resonates with our core values. And we're able to do that if we're building a tribe of people who agrees and says yes to our manifesto, to the things that we're saying we want to do for humanity, for the things we say we want to achieve in this lifetime. And all of that we're doing in Life Coach Philippines. And why am I talking about that? Is because in Life Coach Philippines, we prepare the groundworks for you to be a business owner, for you to be a professional service provider in the second fastest growing industry in the world, which is life coaching. But after your certification, this Rise of Creatives is being offered to our students, being offered to our clients, being offered to you. So if you are not a life coach, but you are a service provider, you are a business owner, you are a solo flight entrepreneur, then Rise Up Creatives is for you. More than the promise and the commitment that you will create engaging posts with just 5 minutes every single day. We are an organization who cares not just for your business, but we care for the business owner, and that happens to be you. Now, tonight, conversations on work. How do you do your work for success, or how do you accomplish a work? How do you structure your day-to-day work so that you achieve success, whether you are still in the corporate world and you're being paid, or you are already the business owner and you are doing the work for your business. It is important that you understand how you can structure your work so that you don't get burned out along the way and throw the towel, just like when you quit the corporate world. Or if you are in a corporate world today, you're probably thinking of resigning, quitting, and joining the great resignation movement, or you're saying that I'm also firing my boss. Okay, by the way, let me just like put this in context. Okay, I know that you probably heard a lot of people talk about or shared or put an advertisement of fire your boss. You know what, this is one thing that I want you to understand. Hear it from Master Coach A. I've been in the corporate world, I've been an employee for 2 decades of my life, and trust me, your bosses have their own share of bad days, good days. They have their own share of burdens. They have their own thing of to carry in their load. And it is unfortunate that all we want and all an employee would want is a perfect boss. But there ain't a perfect boss, as there is no ain't there they ain't any perfect employee like you. And sooner, when you become a business owner, when you become an entrepreneur yourself, you realize that it is a tough job. It's a tough thing to be a boss. And kind of now you're the boss, and all the blame comes on you, all the things comes on you, all the box stops on you, and the table is full of concerns because you're the boss. Okay, you are the owner of the company. And I just want you to put this seed. If you are still an employee today, you are still serving a boss, you are working under someone, and you are paid to do the job with a boss. Okay, your boss ain't perfect. Trust me. Okay, I have not seen any perfect boss, but believe me. Okay, believe me. And this is one great tip. Okay, put a seed of goodwill for your boss. Take care of your boss. Do not badmouth your boss. I'm not saying that you're not going to talk about the truth about your boss, or the truth that needs to improve, especially in coaching. We talk about the struggle, we talk about the challenges. But what I'm saying is that you look at the person as a holistic being, a person with a mind, a heart, a soul, a physical body. And like any and every person we met here on earth, this person, the boss that you are reporting to, ain't perfect. Okay, no one is perfect. And the more you speak ill of your boss, the more you feel bad about your boss, the more you complain about your job, then the more that the job becomes a difficult journey for you. if you truly want to get out of the work of the corporate world and you truly want to be a business owner and entrepreneur, the best thing that you do is really look at where you are today and like look at and evaluate and assess carefully where you are in your journey professionally and where you want to go. What is the reason why there is a gap and how you can fill the gap? And hopefully and prayerfully, tonight's conversations, tonight's sharing of mine here at um, Rising Info is going to shape your understanding of what it means to work. Because the way you work as an employee will also be the way you work as a business owner. And I've seen this over and over again. I am the CEO, I'm the founder of Decaf Coffee Republic, just in case you don't know. And when I started the company, I had with me a handful of young entrepreneurs, and I call them my Project Timothy. And what one thing that I'm grateful for their lives, I'm grateful for the service, I'm grateful for our journey. But one thing that I learned journeying with young professionals who never been to work, who never been to work as a business owner, okay, who never owned their own business, or probably they've done a couple of selling on the side, maybe they've done a little barter or trading, but they've never been into a space where they're really the business owner and they're really the responsible person for the business to grow, for the business to earn money. One thing that I learned and one thing I truly experienced firsthand is that they are very idealistic, and and it's kind of really they want everything perfect, or they want everything good things to happen, and when things starts to crash under expectation, then they started to throw the towel and they started to run away from the very calling that they have in their life. And it's very sad. And oftentimes, as a business owner, as a chairman of the board, as a founder, and if you are one of those people I'm talking and you can hear me right now, let me just tell you that there ain't anything in life that's easy. There ain't anything in life, any good things in life takes time to progress, takes time to mature, and it takes time to come into being. It is unfortunate that we've seen things right now being packaged in social media as like hire a VA. And don't get me wrong, I don't have anything bad with the VA, but you hire a VA and the VA do all the content writing for you, and you hire someone who will call and make the call for you. Like everything can be done easy, bam bam bam, okay, and a but truth of the matter, as a service provider, you will still be the person who will do the service, provide the service for your client. So picture it out. You are a doctor, yes, okay. Somebody, the hospital owner can provide the hospital, can provide the operating room, can provide the clinics, can provide everything else, okay. And you probably have everyone else from the guard down to the janitor who would take care of everything in that hospital, where you will do your surgery, where you will do all the medical treatments that you needed to do. And there are going to be a lot of people who can do the marketing for you. There will be the receptionist. All of these things can be done for you, but what cannot be done for you is the very service that you promise. So if you are the doctor, you will still be the vessel, you will still be the holder, you will still be the one who holds the path to healing of your clients or the patients. No one can do that for you. It's absolutely yours. It is the same thing with coaches, entrepreneurs, business provider, service providers. Like everything else can be done by other people, but ultimately that very thing that we promise to our clients, when you say I am a life coach, I'm a relationship coach, I'm a mindset coach, ultimately it is you who will deliver that package, and you cannot call your BA to do that service for you. Yes, there are people who would tell you, okay, get a software, put whatever you know. Well, I have my Ruzuko, I used to have my coaching genie in there, you can put in there. But truth of the matter, what you put inside, it's still a product of you being the service provider. There's no shortcut in here. And the way I look at it, you can promote your business all you want, you can copy and really benefit from what we're offering here at Rise Up Creatives. But at the end of the day, when people call you, when people hire you, when people get you for a job, then they will see if you are qualified for the job. So it's still a job, it's still a work, it's still like we need to deliver. So I hope you're still here, and I hope you're saying yes to me. Okay, put some thumbs up in the chat box, in the comment. Let me know that you are connecting, and let me know that this is still something that you want to learn. Okay, so I'm putting the parameters here so that you know what I'm talking about. about. So I'm talking about work today. I'm talking about the structure. I'm talking about how you can do your work so you can start preparing for success, whether you are an employee, whether you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, or maybe you are working with a partner in a partnership, or maybe you're working in organizations. The thing that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight is something that you can use. Let me know in the chat box if this is a good for you, and you think that this is beneficial and this is something that you can truly benefit from. Okay, so let's get started. My commitment, my promise for you tonight is that you will learn how to structure your work for success. Okay, so that you can bring your ideas. You've got a lot of beautiful ideas in your here. Like you have a lot here, and you probably have a lot of things coming in here, going out here, or coming in and going out. There's a lot of things in here, okay, in your mind. And a lot of times these ideas do not come to life. And I'm doing this now. This is my part three, okay, of the conversations with you. I'm bringing your ideas to life. And it's a structure, how you structure your work. How do you do your work every single day? Uh, there is, Julia Cameron said this, okay? In limits, there is freedom. In limits, there is freedom. Creativity thrives within structure. Okay, oftentimes people say that, if you are creative, I move without structure. I can do whatever I want whenever I want it because I'm a creative person. Truth of the matter, I'm a very creative person as well. Okay, so I probably don't paint like my husband. I probably don't have the skills of my children. I probably don't have um, creative artwork in a traditional way, but I know that I'm very creative. I'm a very creative person, and the way I do my coaching business is out of creativity. But it doesn't mean that I love creativity. I'm a creative person, and I utilize and employ creativity. It doesn't mean that I don't have a structure. So I thrive in structure. I work things on structures and principles, and it is the very reason why change might happen, but your business will still thrive. Okay, so Julia Cameron said, in limits there is freedom. Creativity thrives in structure. Now, you need to have systems, okay, and structures if you want to win every single day. Let me repeat that. You need to have systems, the way you do things, and structure to win your day every single day. And do you win the day for home, for you, from home, from you as well? Because oftentimes it is our self-limiting beliefs, it's our character, it's our way of doing that sabotages our success. Give me some hashtag agree, hashtag connecting, hashtag relate if this is something that resonates with you. Okay, so I'm gonna work on a couple of things in here. I'm gonna share a couple of things here, and you probably won't agree, and you will say it ain't appropriate for me, or that's not the way I want to do my work. Now, here's what I wanted you to do. Okay, put yourself in the position of you're just starting a business. Like you're starting anew. I don't care if you've been in the business for 10 years, but just for these conversations, I want you to position yourself like you're starting the business. Like you have your energy, you have your passion, you have your dreams, and you really want this business to thrive and deliver just as you promised. Now, put in there, okay? Position yourself. And the first tip, okay, that I'm going to give you is this, okay? You're starting, okay? You probably just quit a job. You probably just got married. I don't know, whatever is the situation. But here's the thing. The first tip, the first thing that I want you to learn is this, okay? Hi, Remy. She said, joining for the first time. Welcome. Welcome to Rising Info Live. Yeah, thank you so much for joining, Remy. Okay, I see you. Now, the first tip, okay, that I'm going to share with you is this, okay? Regardless of what's the structure that you will adapt, what regardless of the systems that you will develop to grow your business, the first tip, okay, that you need to keep is this: work, okay, work at your best hours. Work at your best hours. I know that you've heard, okay, I'm a mental health practitioner, And there are, like Master Coach Jasmine is here, there are people who are into health, and they probably will tell you that you need to sleep 8 hours. Some people will tell you sleep at 10 o'clock in the evening and then wake up at this hour. Now I'll tell you that, we work globally and we've got our own different time clocks, and we work on a different sphere. Okay, there's a lot of spectrum in there when we talk about when and how do we sleep, how many hours. But I will tell you that work at your best hours. There are people who are night owl. There are people who work at their best at night. I am one person like that. I am like, no, I'm not from the call center. I'm not from the BPO. I've never been to the BPO, but ever since, okay, this is my decade in the industry, I work at my best at night. And so the way I structure the works that I do, my creation, my content, my writings happens at night. Okay, so my courses, I create all of that at night because I work at my best at night. Okay, so pick up the zone, pick up the moment that you can work at your best, be it in the morning, be it in the mid-afternoon, be it late evening, whatever it is, pick it up. Now if you are still working and it happens to be that your best time is at night, what I probably would encourage you to do is this. Okay, work on a schedule that every single day or twice a week, probably you can spend a time at your best hours and start working on a project and start working on your business. Okay, but do not compromise. Okay, do not compromise just because you were taught, you were made to believe that you're supposed to be in bed by 10 o'clock. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a doctor, and um I will not go against that. But trust me, I'm a mental health practitioner and I'm studying molecular biology. I understand about health. I understand about body structure. And it doesn't mean that you're not sleeping at 10 o'clock. I don't sleep at 10 o'clock. It doesn't mean that you're not at the peak of your health. I'm turning 50 by next week, by June 14. Okay, this is my birth month. Okay, I'm turning 50. I don't sleep at 10 o'clock. I don't sleep at 8 hours. I'm not proud of it. Okay, to the point that I want to convince you, but I'm proud to tell you that I'm in the peak of my health and I can do whatever I do right now simply because I work at the best hours. Okay, so give me some thumbs up if this is something that you'd like to try. Okay, you'd like to try and you'd like to just, yeah, if you need help and you want to understand when is your best hour, when is your peak hours, then let's have a conversation. Okay, we can have a call on that. Okay, next. Okay. Now, working on your best hour doesn't mean you've got 4 hours, 10 hours, or 50 hours in a week that's gonna be diving into your best hours. Trust me, that 50 hours or that best hours would have a lot of in-betweens, and there's a lot of things that you probably want to do. And so what I would encourage you is to schedule the big chunks first. Okay, what are the big chunks of work that you need to finish? What are the big chunks, okay, of works that you need to accomplish, and you are to schedule that big chunks. Okay, that you have to schedule your time, okay, in a way that there are blocks. Okay, so one blocks would be your best hours, and how many is your best hours. So if my best hours is 4 hours, for example, okay, from X to Y, okay, or that's 2 hours, regardless of that, that can be very personal to you. But all I'm saying is that when you look at your 24 hours in the day, so this is Fractal Productivity. If you have not heard of this is a Fractal Productivity mental model. By the way, if you don't know, I'm teaching mental model masterclass, and I'm doing this every last Sunday of the month, but Saturday of the month. But for this Sunday, for this month, I'm doing it for the first time on a Sunday on June 26th. Okay, so, and what my teaching for this month is knowledge mining. And you notice that when we do mental model masterclass, okay, I would always incorporate, if you're my student, you would always see this. Okay, I am incorporating the principle of fractal productivity. Okay, so for example, this time, okay, I'm teaching about um knowledge mining. Okay, you will see when is the best time and what is the best algorithm, what is the best schedule to do knowledge mining. So in Proctal Productivity, you will see that there are you need to see, okay, your hours, 24 hours, 7 days in a week, 365 days or 12 months in a year, how it is positioned, because there are really ups where you are very productive, and there's downs where your energy level is down. You're human, you're not robot, okay? We're not AIs, okay? We're not operating on AIs, we're operating as a real human being. And with that, we will have our highs and we will also have our lows. Now, schedule all, like, the schedule your 24 hours, okay, in terms of blocks. Next, okay, use the time. Here's the thing: when you schedule, after you schedule your time, definitely you would be able to schedule what you will do on that. Like, for example, if you said that on your best hours you will be working on your book, okay, if you're a writer, or you're going to be working on your course if you are an educator like myself, or you're going to be creating your coaching program if you are also a coach. So you say, I'm going to do that. Okay, so here's the thing, okay, number two, okay, use the time, okay. So I think that's not my number three, okay, just for those of you taking notes. The first is get your best hour, okay, get your best hour, like work at your best hour. You have to get the best hour before you can work on your best hour. So work on your best hour. Next is schedule the big chunks, and for you to schedule the big chunks, you need to schedule your 24 hours in terms of blocks. So my third point here is this: use the time for the reason you scheduled it. Let me repeat that. Use the time for the reason you scheduled it. So, for example, in my case, okay, my best time is this, and I say, I'm going to create my course, I'm going to create my content in there. The strategy is, or the tip there is, use it for that reason. No matter what happened, use it for that reason. Truth of the matter, it's easy for you to be tempted. It's easy for you to be distracted. It's easy for you to, you know, use the time for any other thing else. But please, okay, when you say on that moment, I'm going to be doing this, do it, use it, okay? Be a good steward of time and honor yourself by doing just as you said, okay? If you break the rule, if you break the time, okay, don't get me wrong, of course there are days that there are exceptional, okay? So like my time, there are my best days, there are the best hours where I'm not creating content, but I'm watching movie, okay, with my children, with my fellow coaches, okay? And I'm not saying that all the time that it's my best hours I'm creating content. But what I'm saying is, when I say on this day, on this best hour, I'm doing this, I will do it. Right? Another idea, okay, that you can probably look into. Okay, so Srinivas Rao, okay, you can find this in the internet. She said this: professionals create on a schedule, amateurs wait to be inspired. Let me repeat that. Professionals create on a schedule, amateurs wait to be inspired. And oftentimes, many people would say, I'm not creating, I'm not doing things because I'm not inspired. Then she said that it's a mark of being an amateur. Whether you're inspired, whether you're up at the game, okay, you are to be there. Now, I understand this. Okay, if you are working on like if you are working on something that needs creativity, I understand absolutely that we need that inspirations, or we need that thing, okay, that I'm ready to create. But here's the thing, okay, whether you feel inspired or not, it will do the trick. Okay, it will do you good that you sit down and honor the time. So if I am scheduled to create a content, I will sit down and work on my laptop, and truth of the matter, I will just open that file that I'm working on my content. If I'm not inspired, then it will take a little while for me to work on this. But reading what I've already accomplished, looking at my clients, believing that, this piece of content will be a blessing, helps me not just get motivated to continue, but really give me on the perspective of why do I do what I do. Okay, so it's no longer just being inspired, because inspirations, yes, all of us wants to be inspired. In Decaf Coffee Republic, we started and saying, be inspired, be transformed. But we move a little further and say, be coach, be transformed. Because sometimes inspiration, when it weighing down, we don't see the transformation being complete. You can be very inspired to go through a process, but if you are not being coached, then you stop along the way and the transformation process will not be completed. Okay. So next, another thing that would work for you, okay, to structure and systematize your day is being mindful, okay, when the moment you wake up in the morning, or if you're working in the morning and you're working at night and sleep in the morning, you probably wake up at the evening. The first thing that when you wake up from your rest, okay, be mindful. Be mindful to do something for yourself. So many people would say read a Bible, have a moment of God, but some people would do it before the bedtime. So regardless of what you will do, what I strongly suggest or give you like this package is this: the moment you wake up in the morning, make sure that you do something for yourself. Okay, be it reading a Bible, doing your journaling, be it just simply looking at your schedule and recalibrating. Is this schedule still for me? Is this still the way I want my life to be? Because sometimes we filled our calendar with so much in there and we feel great about it, but when you look at it, you realize that, hey, where's my time for my dog? Where's my time for my here's the thing, okay, you would probably said, why not time for your children? Why not time for your family? Here's my response to that: because I don't need a calendar to give time for my children. I don't need time to give the best of my time to my kindred coaches. You don't see my calendar with that, because to me that's already my lifestyle, so there's no calendar. Okay, but if I need a special time for my dog, to bring the dog to the vet and all of that, I need that to be in the calendar. I hope you're getting this. Okay, so be mindful every single day. Like, what will you do something for yourself, whatever it is? Okay, so for me, being able to go out and do something that I've never done before, or I'm doing it for the first time, it's something for myself. So like every single day when you wake up, decide on what can you do something for yourself. Be mindful of that. Why? Because as a business owner, as the one running the business, you need that fuel. And sometimes we run dry, sometimes we feel that we're burned out, sometimes we feel that we keep giving and we're not receiving, and oftentimes we allow people, or we wait on people to give that, to refill, to like to rekindle that fire inside of us. We wait for other people, or we put other people in a space where they are supposed to be giving that to us. But trust me, okay, we are to give it to ourselves. It is us who is responsible to give it to ourselves. Okay, next thing, okay, plan for your work, then work your plan. Let me repeat this: plan your work, then work for your plan. Work your plan. Oftentimes we just like leave things in the table and say, I know what to do, I've been doing this every single day. But if you don't plan for your work, you ended up doing just anything else. Or you probably have a plan because you've been doing your journaling, you've been doing your planner. It doesn't mean that you got a plan, it's going to happen. You need to work your plan. 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 Please hear me out on this. Okay, creating a plan doesn't mean it's going to happen. You need to work for that plan. And the way you work for it is that you have to plan very specific activities within those bigger blocks of time. Remember earlier we talked about, okay, so there's going to be the to-do list. Okay, you probably heard of this. What is your to-do list for today? But I have another suggestion for you. And in coaching, one of my coaching program, I would ask clients to do it this way. Okay, uh, yes, you probably have your list to do. Okay, I got it. But here's a more effective way to handle your daily task. Okay, on a single day, you have to decide what would make this day your ideal day. Okay, in the same token, what would make your week an ideal week? What would make your month an ideal month? What would make a quarter an ideal quarter? What would make a year an ideal year? So I'll go on the lowest and the biggest. The simplest would be on a day-to-day basis. My ideal day is I should be able to read something about life coaching. I should be able to read about my profession. That's an ideal day for me. And what makes my day complete. On a year basis, the ideal year for me is that I get to travel with my children, with my kindred coaches. I need to go out on that. I need to go somewhere else. Okay, like I need to have that. Okay, that's on me. For me to say that my year is complete, my year is ideal, my year is like the best year that I want, is that I want that time. Okay, I want that moment. I want that memory. I want to build that. Okay, whether I go it abroad, okay, whether I do it local, the whole point is that I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna pull back from what we do regularly and do something that we're not planning unplanned, but the only plan we've got is to be together and spend time and nurture our relationships. That's just like my thing. Of course, I have my week, I have my quarter, I have my month, I have my quarter, and some of my coaches here, okay, some of my clients here knows how to do it. And apart from your day-to-day to-do list, okay, when you set what is your ideal, like what makes your day ideal, no matter what happens to the day, no matter what, okay, gets into the way, and you probably get, some of your plans sup, okay, and you're not able to do it, you would still have a great day because you know it is your ideal day, because what makes an ideal day, you get it and you completed it. Okay, another thing, okay, is when you do prioritization, I know you know how to do prioritization. When you do prioritization, this is like there's another part, there's another side of that. So if one side of the conversation is you do prioritization, you prioritize what are the things that you need to accomplish, there's another side of that, and the other side is you have to make a decision to exclude time wasting activities. Let me repeat that. You have to make a decision that this is my priority. The other side of that is that time wasting activities. And if you need help how to identify your time wasting activities, then just get in touch with us. We can give you a worksheet on that. But I'm sure at this moment in time, you know exactly what are the things that waste your time. You know, like, without, if you will just put down your defense and you will not deny it, I'm sure that you know what are the things that waste your time, or what we call the time wasting activities. Personal work habits. Okay, master coach Asmin talks about habits every Wednesday, Groove Wednesday. It's all about habits. Okay, work habits that ensure success. Okay, work habits that ensure success needs to be in place. You need to have it. You have to be mindful. You have to be, I would say, careful to protect your work habits. Without work habits that nurtures positive work environment, positive relationship, and all of these things, then you are programming, or you're setting yourself up for future failure. Because you know what? When you don't have a work habit that supports the goal, supports the things that you want to achieve in life, eventually you get burned out, eventually you get worn out, and eventually you say, it's not working, I'm throwing the towel, which we don't want to happen to you, by the way. You probably heard the saying, eat that frog, and they say, do the biggest, the most important, and the scariest first thing in the morning. But here's where I want to speak with you about it. Okay, as a business owner, yes, they're gonna be biggest, there's gonna be most important, and it can scare you. Okay, I understand, but here's the thing. I don't want you to look at your things, all of these things, as ugly. Okay, I don't know about you, but I find frog cute. But some people, they look at frog as ugly. Okay, it's not me. Okay, but eat the frog first is not my original. You can find it in the internet, by the way. But here's my point. My point is, look at your business with love, extend care, compassion to your business, and as a business owner, truth of the matter, there is no ugly work. Even cleaning the toilet, it's not an ugly work. Trust me. Okay, I get to decap, and when I go to the bathroom, I do clean. Trust me. Yeah, I stay longer time in our space. I do cleaning. Okay, um, in as much as I, how, even if you just wipe the mirror, the walls, or the floor. There's nothing in there's no work in your business, okay, that is ugly. There's none. You need to have that. You need to have that heart for your business, because each part of your business is a beautiful piece, okay, that makes the whole service beautiful. So you just imagine, if there's no janitor, there's no security guard, there is no one doing this things, okay, you're not going to be able to, if you are providing this kind of service that requires these services or this add-on in the admin. In the same token, all I'm saying is just give the heart that every part of your business is truly needed, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Brian Tracy said that if you eat a live frog first thing in the morning, nothing else you do the day will be as hard. But I say, I don't have to look for the frog. I just want to say, today is a day that I will be responsible for my business. It can be challenging, it can be tough, but I am responsible, because this is a beautiful business and my business is a gift. If you are in agreement, let me know in the chat box. Now, you probably heard of a lot of time management, productivity, and all of these things. But as I end, I want you to create enough time as what I call buffer. Okay, buffer. Build a buffer of extra time where, like, you have to have, I've heard a lot of people, they would say busy, busy, busy. And sometimes it's just like, what kind of life do you live when all you can say is I'm busy? Create enough, like, do the work, work much, work smart, plan everything, okay, do as much as you can, with the objective, with a mindset of building enough buffers of extra time, okay, so that you can project some schedules for something that's really worthwhile for you. Not a lot of people create buffers of extra time. And that's where I want to challenge you as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, we innovate, we create. As an entrepreneur, we create something new, we connect, we engage, and there's a lot of things that we can do to expand our business, to grow our business, but we're missing it because we're not creating enough buffer of time so we can do other things. I know that we are living in a generations where everything needs to be done ASAP, ASAP, when things needs to be press, 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 and do this, do this, do this, do this. But trust me, okay, if you are not building enough buffer time, okay, so that you can live and enjoy the freedom lifestyle that you always wanted to, no matter how much your business would do, it would not amount to anything. For you to thrive is for you to have enough time in your hands that you have a handle on. For you to thrive in business is to say that you hold the remote control and you can say pause, quit, stop, park, and the world will not collapse. Business is a beautiful thing, but if you always put a negative emotions for the things that we need to achieve as a business owner, which probably started when you were a worker, when started when you probably is still an employee. If you don't work on that and you bring that in your business, trust me, the very workspace that you run away from, the very nightmare that you have in the corporate world, okay, that would be the very experience you will have in your business. And sooner you'll quit and go back to the same loop. Sooner you give up, let go of your business and say, I'd rather be an employee because it's the same old thing anyhow. And but there I'm secured with my money. There's so much about business that you can be proud about. There's so much about business that you can, surely be grateful to God about it. But you know one thing with business, once a business, always a business. Trust me. Even if you close your business, even if you throw the towel, you have already given something to humanity. And that's a beautiful part. Not all businesses thrive. Not all business are built to last. Some business last 3 years, sometimes one year, sometimes 6 months, and probably people will forget about the name. Probably they forgot about you ever existed. But you in yourself, you know that you have already given something to humanity. So if you are one person right now and you're thinking, how do I get started? Look, the best starting point here is to make business out of your passion, to make business out of your talent, to make passion, like to make a passion business. And oftentimes you say, can I really thrive? Can I really monetize my passion? Yes, you can. I am a living testimony of that. And life coaching is one platform, and I would say I can be biased, but life coaching is one platform that will enable you to monetize your talent, your skill, your passion. Life coaching is one profession, one business that can help you make a difference. Yes, it's costly because there's an investment of time and money, but I truly tell you it's worth the investment. Life coaching works. It worked for me. It worked for many in the screen right now. It will also work for you if you are willing to work. This is Master Coach A. Thank you so much for joining me for another live episode of Rising Info Live. I truly pray that you will say yes to Rise Up Creatives. I look forward seeing you inside Rise Up Creatives, where we can really help you really, really, really thrive and make a difference. You can be creative, you can rise up, but I truly ask you not to go solo. Be with us. I look forward having you inside the tribe. This is Master Coach A once again for our midweek conversation. I hope you learned something. Please share your hashtag Pack My Bag moment, your ROI, your return of insight. But better yet, I would truly appreciate. Please sign up, be part of Rise Up Creatives. Let's rise up and be creative. Good night, everyone. Master Coach A here. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. See you again next Wednesday.